Attention, me and the boys wrestling. It's Dr. Volcano here. I've been on the shelf for a little bit, but guess what? I'm back. And one of you has something that belongs to me. I'm coming for it. I will get it. It's mine. Be ready.
420 DNA. If it's in you, it should be on you.
How about that, friends? Dr. Volcano is back. Just in time for spooky season. Neat how that works out. Friends, my name is James Owen Brown, and this is Me and the Boys Wrestling. We are here. We are sponsored by www.420dna.com. If it's in you, it should be on you. Like it's on me right now. I'm here by myself because, it's Halloween season and it's very busy. And it's tough to get out and get the things done. So here I am. But I do have a surprise for you tonight. Friends, tonight, an all-ladies tournament to determine the next number one contender to take on the current champion, Mad Moxie. I'm excited. I'm pumped. We've met some of these ladies before. Some of them we haven't seen in action yet. And it's going to be super exciting. And here's the fun part. These ladies are going to join up with factions that currently exist. So how it's going to work is the better you do in the tournament, the worse team you're going to go to. So the winner of the tournament will go to the last place team, which is Holden Rhodes' team. And so that's what'll happen. The winner of the tournament gets drafted by Holden Rhodes, and so on down the line. So like the person who comes in second will go to the Lollipop Guild, I believe, are in second last. Come on, boys. Lace those bootstraps up tighter. But you know what though? Maybe a fresh lady in the mix will be the spark plug that gets them in gear. Does that work? I don't know. I'm not a car guy. Anyway, last week we saw a captain six-pack challenge. It was all the captains against one another, and I don't have to check my notes to know who won. Friends, I won, and I earned myself a shot at the 12K title against DDB later on that night. Then we saw a second six-pack challenge between kind of the number two goons in each faction, and we saw Phil Shaw, my man Phil Shaw of the Dangerous Goods, bring home 3 points. We saw a 10-man rumble, and I literally just looked up who the winner is, but I can't. It was King Teely. I almost lost it, but I got it. I had to look it up. The notes no longer have the results, so that I can just post them when I give you guys the card. I just am cutting and pasting. It saves time. It's good. But during the recap, I'm like, oh man, that was a week ago. I don't remember who won that. I do remember we saw a QLW title rematch between He-Man and Richie, the American luchador, and He-Man just punched his head clean off his body and rolled him up, pinned him for 3, which made the series even at 1 win apiece. So we had to do a rubber match, and we did that in the main event. We saw an elimination chamber between Krang, Peter Griffin, Colossus, Bolo Young, Omega Red, and Wolverine, and Peter Griffin was the lone man standing at the end. He was doling out bicycle kicks, kicking people right in the jaw. It was out of control. We saw a table match between Chaos and DeWolf and the new DX to determine the number one contenders and the next challengers for the Jungle Boys titles. Chaos and DeWolf pulled one out there. Aaron DeWolf, Chris Chaos, really coming on as of late as a tag team. High aspirations, especially that Aaron DeWolf. He's got big ideas and big dreams in this wrestling thing. We'll see. One to keep an eye on for sure. Then we saw that 12K title match where Danger Boy Dana Boyle just beat me basically all over the ring for about 3 minutes and pinned me for 3. My challenge wasted, my title gone. Then we saw another 6-pack challenge. Riggs versus Slash versus DeBlock versus Ross Bruce versus Holden versus Cartman. And at the end of that one, Ross Bruce, the newcomer. And he's going to earn a shot at something with that big win. We saw Phil Shaw get his win back in a tables match over Gale. And you know that was a big deal to him, that tables record, and that was a loss that stung a couple seasons back. And in our mystery main event, of course, was He-Man versus Richie again. And this time in a more evenly contested fight. Richie came out on top and hanging on to his QLW title. So that is going to set up our next free preview, some of those things. And some of it all went down in the chat. So I'll run down this. We'll talk about this a little later, but it's loaded up right now. I'm stalling because I may have time to get the promo for it done, at which point I would just roll that clip right now. But
it is the longest running weekly episodic television series in history. Welcome to
Me and the Boys Wrestling.
stalling in case it isn't done, but we'll talk about that later. Let's get on to tonight. I'm going to fire this up now. Firing it up now. Future James. Make sure the volume isn't too high, because it always is. And we'll get a look at the season point total. Oh. Here, they're starting it again. Firing it up now. Future James. We're getting a look at the season point total. The New Age Militia 46, Team 420 DNA 38, the Hellfire Club 30, Dangerous Goods 26, the Lollipop Guild 26, and Team Holden with 18. That's with the addition of Pop Culture Punch Out. I believe that is all caught up.
without question, one of the most anticipated episodes.
Here we go. There's the tournament tree. Cindy Rage, Danielle Smith, Dia, Sarah Bradley, Zoe Raven, Shelly J, Luna Vachon, and the Pink Power Ranger, who's really just the Yellow Ranger with a different attire. We're going to power through this. Right off the bat, we got a good one. Danielle Smith, one to watch. Cindy Rage is also a fiery redhead and one to keep an eye on. Oh my goodness. Danielle Smith with a bridging German suplex right off the bat. Almost picks up 3. And then goes off the second rope with a springboard, but misses wild. I noticed in the game this year when you do tournaments, before we weren't able to do the cumulative damage, so your character would be weaker as you went on in the tournament, because we were giving them finishers, so it's either one or the other, because the game won't do it. But this iteration of the game, it will. So that's good. Something that got improved upon. Where is Danielle Smith going with Cindy? Oh my god. A standing Spanish fly off the top rope. That was out of control. Danielle Smith is a violent lady. She's going to scoop this lady up. Now, oh my god, there it is again, the bridging German suplex. As much as we talked in the Rumble and I tried to make up backstories, these ladies were signed from the, oh my god, I needed to face in another bridging German suplex. This is over. That was quick. Danielle Smith. They are downloaded from the online community, and anybody that had a little bio, I was like, okay, this person took the time to make a little bio. And it wasn't a lot. It was just like, Danielle Smith is the longtime champion of, whatever league they have, which I need to look into. We'll find some other leagues to take on. There's got to be other people doing this. If you know anybody, let me know. Leave a comment. I want to fight their league.
Here is your winner,
Danielle the Destroyer. Going to pick up a quick win over Cindy Rage, and she barely used any of her health bars, so she's going to be strong going into round 2. Step away for a moment, friends, while I take a sip of my Holden Rhodes coffee. That's the Cinnabon flavor. It's delicious. There's the tournament tree. We got Dia, going to mix it up with Sarah Bradley. And Diavolo is the full name. I didn't want to screw it up, so I went with Dia. Diavolo going to take on Sarah Bailey. And let's see. Oh my god, Sarah Bailey hits a cutter immediately. And Diavolo is stunned. Wow, what a start. Came out and shocked her with that. And then a stunner. Sarah Bailey not messing around. She wants to put this away early and get on to round 2. Near fall. We'll call it a memorable moment. And it was. An Irish whipper into the corner. Sarah Bailey just all offense. There we see a reversal from Diavolo. She's going to throw her. Just pick her up and throw her. Look at those boots. Oh, I guess that's the pants? I don't even know. Got her in the crossface here. See if Sarah Bailey's got some grit. That power bar really going across the floor. Sarah Bailey's going to fight her way out. Oh, and then hits her with a nasty right and another stunner. And she's stunned again. Me and the boys' math dictates. But that's going to do it for Diavolo. And Sarah Bailey, the fiery redhead, going to move on. Now, like I said, these ladies who advance in this aren't doing themselves any favors going to a lesser faction. And I understand that some people may think that's unfair, like why are teams being rewarded for mediocrity? And, mathematically, it makes the most sense. It's like how the draft, you kind of tank. So, maybe that was a plan all along. You tank for a little bit, get low in the points, get yourself a good draft pick. It's not the worst strategy. You see it in sports all the time. Oh, wow. The feisty Sarah Bailey going to pick up a win and move on to round 2. Got that Sasha Banks swagger. I feel like we're going to see more of her. 2.5-star match. They call it a good match. It was a good match. Just who gets to those 3 finishers first, you know? In the next round, though, Danielle Smith and Sarah Bailey. But right now, we're going to see Zoe Raven take on Shelly J.
This first round tournament match will help.
Oh my God! Right off the bat, Hurricane Rana. And the vicious back kick. The back kick super prevalent here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Zoe Raven gonna use her agility to get to that top rope. And she was going to come down with a hammer fist, but Shelly J caught her. Brought her around for that crossface. With the arm bar and all that. Devastating. Devastating. Zoe Raven going to fight her way out, though. Zoe Raven wrestling in heels. That's a bold move. Step up insecurity. Oh my goodness, the agility. Zoe Raven. She gets caught, though, up on that top rope. Oh my goodness. A spinning, I don't know, like a corkscrew arm drag. Neat looking.
Is there something to focus on when preparing for
Head
this
scissors.
altering match?
The agility of Zoe Raven just flying around the ring. Oh my God. And into the knees. That's 3 times she's gone to that high-risk district, and 3 times it's been blocked. Like this, Shelly J had this scouted. Going after the arm. I'd go after the legs. Take away her ability to fly around the ring. And of course, oh no, the crossface again. The winner of this tournament, friends, is going to take on current Quarantine League Ladies of Wrestling champion Mad Moxie. As we see Zoe Raven in a tough spot, but she's going to fight her way out. Really low on that power bar. Really taking a beating here from Shelly J. Fire into that buckle. Hit her with another Hurricane Rana. Zip up to that top rope. And let's see. There's that corkscrew senton again. This time she hits it and she's going to go for a pin. Shelly J stunned but still able to kick out. Zoe Raven can't believe it. Going back to the well. Let's see. There it is again. The corkscrew senton. Me and the boys math. Wow. Shelly J really with some grit here. That was the 3rd finisher. Oh wow. Just go for it again. Really loves that top rope area. That's a 3rd corkscrew senton. And that's going to be too much for Shelly J, who was dominant in the early goings of the match. But Zoe Raven takes the win at the end of the day. The newcomer. All these ladies pretty new. If they were on the show before, it was only in a Royal Rumble. To have a look at the potential ladies division. And we've seen the Yellow Ranger a little bit. And that's really about it. The Yellow Ranger won the Royal Rumble, so she got her shot at Mad Moxie. Zoe Raven, okay. Okay, I see you with the pyrotechnics and all that. Wow. Who put that in the budget? I didn't clear that. Oh wow. Great match, 3.5 stars with the pyro at the end. Zoe Raven taking care of business here, moving on to round 2. Now this is the one that I'm excited for. Luna Vachon versus the Pink Power Ranger, who's really the Yellow Power Ranger with a tire too. Oh my God. Just double hammer fist right in the top of the head. And then a spinning back kick. Pins her for 2.58. The Pink Ranger on fire. And that's what we saw too from the Yellow Ranger. So they maybe discussed it. Look, you got to come out swinging. And that's what she does. She swung her knee right into the face of Luna Vachon. Now she One hops to the top rope and hits that Macho Man elbow. Or more of a Shawn Michaels, I guess. And then a springboard moonsault. Luna Vachon is in trouble here. Luna Vachon in big trouble. Now she's in a leg lock, calf crusher situation. Okay, there you go. Clips her with an elbow. Oh, and there's that double hammer fist thing again with the spinning back kick. She's gonna roll her up. And this might be it. Oh, Luna Vachon. Luna Vachon really was the one who started the women's revolution. Let's not screw around. She was epic before there were epic ladies wrestlers in WWE, at least, or WWF then. Gut punches. There she is. There's that dominant Luna Vachon. There's the vicious Luna Vachon. She's got a kendo stick from under the ring. Well, she swings wild but misses. That Power Ranger's quick. Luna Vachon reverses with a kick to the gut. Oh, wow. Cartwheel driver? I don't know. Now she goes to work with that kendo stick. This is where she's going to do some damage. Power Ranger reverses. Like she was going for a rock bottom or something, but Luna Vachon reverses. She's going to hit it again, that cartwheel driver. That's ridiculous. And then go back to work again with that kendo stick. Nothing fancy about her plan. Chops and punches. Power Ranger reverses though. Fires her into the post. A vicious flurry of kicks and chops. Tie up, and there's a backbreaker. American leg sweep. I don't know where that Power Ranger's from. Into the post again. Just defenseless. Wishbone the legs of Luna Vachon and stand her back up just to punch her a couple of times. Oh, and then a nasty spine buster. Right on the hard cement floor. This is wild with that roundhouse kick. And then Luna Vachon with a weird judo flip and then just a stomp to the face. And she's looking for something else because that kendo stick broke. We're already in the 3.5-star territory and she's just got a chair. Oh my god. She's swinging out there for the fences. She's swinging for murder. I think Power Ranger wants to take it back in the ring. That's probably a good idea. Luna Vachon's going to grab her, punch her in the back. Irish whip into the corner. I think Ranger going to reverse. Picks up Luna Vachon with strength. And there's a somersault driver. Wow, she's going to get her just like that. It was a good match, I guess. Just a little anticlimactic on that finish, that's all. Just like that, eh? But, I mean, Luna Vachon took a beating right off the hop in that match. That step up double hammer fist followed by a roundhouse kick to the temple has got to be a special, so that may have been the third special she took. Either way, Pink Ranger moving on to round 2. And I believe at this point somebody's going to end up on the team, so we're looking at who's ending up where. We got 4 left, so we're going to have to figure out who goes where and to whom. Here we go, Danielle Smith versus Sarah Bailey. And Danielle Smith absolutely dominant in her first match. So we'll see how she fares here. Sarah Bailey, see how much power is left in her bar. Looks like both women are of full bar, or were, until Sarah Bailey got smashed in the face with a knee. And then German suplexed into a bridging pin. How many times? We've seen that 3 or 4 times already tonight. Oh my God, there it is again. I'm like, how many times are you going to take that before you just like, yeah. Danielle Smith, 2 knees to the face, 2 German suplexes, 2 bridging pins. Took her 2. But look at that. That's ridiculous. How are you going to, you can't live your life after that. You're not the same person. And if you're Sarah Bailey, you got to think of your career. Maybe it's just best if I stay down for 3.
Here is your winner,
Danielle the Destroyer. Taking care of business thus far. Moving on to the final round. Is it going to be Danielle Smith versus Mad Moxie down the line? I could see it. I could see it the way there's nothing off her bar. She's fought 2 matches and lost 0 power. She's a beast. They call it a lackluster match, but I mean, yeah, but that was exciting. That was exciting. That poor girl got her neck broken. Broken. Somebody got their neck broke. This should be a good one. Zoe Raven taking on the Pink Power Ranger. 2 high flyers. We really saw Zoe Raven try to go to work off that top rope in her first match, and we saw it fail more times than it succeeded. But either way, she got the win. Let's see if either of these women are missing anything off their bar. Zoe Raven is. The Pink Ranger is not, but she should be. Luna Vachon took her to task.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the building thought that was going to be the end of it.
This is bad news for Zoe Raven early.
Your best offense and it doesn't get the job done, you're taken out of your game. That's a real possibility now in this match.
With all the destruction, with all the carnage, Byron is
nasty shot. Just pendulum back and forth. Oh, okay. Zoe Raven gets the knees up on that backflip senton. There's a basement DDT. She's not going to waste time. Going right to that top rope. Corkscrew senton. She's going to hook a leg and see. Not yet, friend. Zoe Raven can't believe it, but I can. That's a Power Ranger. She's going right back up to the top. Now the Power Ranger's face down. Let's see what happens. Just drops an elbow right in the spine. She's going back up. Like Jeff Hardy over here. Just back and forth. Back and forth. Up and down. Now she's just kind of waiting and glitching out. The crowd in stunned silence. Lining her up. There's that weird corkscrew arm drag thing. You're not gonna pin somebody off an arm drag. It's weird. I don't like that move. You're going all the way up to the top rope with an arm drag? It's craziness. You're running around the ring like a wild person. Bounces again up to the top rope. This time gets caught. Pink Ranger going to catch her, going to slam her down off the top rope. Oh my God. You just stomp right on her face, go for a pin. With the grit of Zoe Raven. Pink Ranger. Not yet. Not yet, friend. Wow. A sunset bomb. Sunset bomb from Zoe Raven. Zoe Raven had those pyrotechnics earlier? That was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Here she is up there again. Corkscrew senton again for, I believe, the 6th time tonight. And this time she's going to get her, the Pink Ranger. And Pink Ranger puts up a good effort, but you are out of this tournament.
Well, they don't call it Extreme Rules for nothing, guys. Let's
but
take another look.
She's going to end up on somebody's team. I'll have to work out the, I'll have to look at the list and see what's going on. See who goes where. But Holden's team gonna get one of these ladies. It could be Zoe Raven. Could Zoe Raven be the one to take on Mad Moxie and take that Quarantine League Ladies of Wrestling title? Look at that pyro. Zoe Raven coming from the online creation community. Somebody did a good job. She loves that top rope. We love the excitement. So, welcome aboard. She's either going to end up on Holden Rhodes' team or she's going to end up as part of the Lollipop Guild. There's your final. Danielle Smith versus Zoe Raven. I'm excited. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to that, we have to talk about the Only Heels Facebook group post of the week, which this week comes to us from none other than the Only Heels current champion, Holden Rhodes, Paul E. Bearer, and Kane, which of course is incorrect. That is Johnny Cage and Reptile from the Mortal Kombat universe. But kudos to the champ. Still got a couple competitors on the back list to challenge for that Only Heels title. Riggs is on that list. But here we go. Here's our final to determine the number one contender for the Quarantine League Ladies of Wrestling title, currently held by Mad Moxie, Zoe Raven versus Danielle Smith. Both awesome creations from the community, the 2K22 community. We'll see how they work themselves in to our situation here. Oh my god. That was nasty. Spun that around into a DDT. Gonna try to get to that top rope, but Danielle Smith caught her and just popped her one in the face and then hits her with a step up enziguri all the way down to the floor. Danielle Smith one hops the top rope down to the floor. She's agile in her own right. And vicious with those knees. One of these two ladies going to be the next to challenge Quarantine League Wrestling veteran, Me and the Boys Wrestling veteran, Mad Moxie. Oh wow. Hits her with a head scissors. I'm excited to see more of Zoe Raven. Her willingness to go to the top rope in any situation is going to be entertaining. There's a basement drop kick. Down on the floor, these ladies are fighting it out on that hard cement, and there's a DDT right into that hard cement. Zoe Raven going to let them know.
Got her in her clutches.
Oh,
Hit on the face.
the X Factor from Zoe Raven. He's the Irish whip to nothing, so she just kind of falls, as one does. Crowd loving it in the front row. At least they're moving this week. That's nice. They're not frozen.
She's starting to look concerned.
Danielle Smith going to grab Zoe Raven and smash her into that barricade. And it's all well and good if you're sticking and moving, but once she gets a hold of you, oh my god. Nasty looking backbreaker. Although I don't know that that would hurt the other person more than you on that hard cement. But what do I know? Oh, she goes up and over. Try and pin her on that floor, but that's not how it works. She's going to try and get a weapon, but she's going to get caught. Oh my goodness. From the ground. All the way up and over and flat on her back. Oh, and then into the steps. Not good. Not good for Zoe Raven, who was doing really well in this match. Danielle Smith in control. She's taking a breather. You don't want to rule off Zoe Raven, though. Oh my god. The Alabama bomb? Into a pin, but only good for two.
But if we see one more devastating across the shoulders.
We're up here. There's that knee. There's the German suplex into the pin. She's stunned. Nothing on the power bar. Ladies and gentlemen, Danielle Smith, the winner of this number one contenders tournament, going to earn herself a shot at the Quarantine League Ladies of Wrestling title against Mad Moxie at an upcoming event. And she's going to join the faction captained by one Holden Rhodes. So that's going to be interesting. Zoe Raven becomes a member of the Lollipop Guild. And I have to look at my notes to see the rest, but I'll post it up in text at at the end of this. Look at that. Just that German suplex into a bridging pin that we've seen all night long. Craziness. Danielle Smith, I'm not surprised. The cumulative damage thing didn't factor in. Even at the end, you go through 2 matches, take 0 damage. Bad Moxie could be in trouble. Danielle Smith could really clean up here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. There it is, 2.5 stars. They call it a good match. Not bad. It was a good match. Zoe Raven tried to make use of her speed, but Danielle Smith was able to counter. We'll get a look at the tree here. So my team, I believe, will acquire Zoe Raven. Or no, the Pink Ranger. And that was the only one I caught. So I'll have to look it up, and I will post it right now. It'll scroll past. And that's going to bring us to the end of this episode of Me and the Boys Wrestling. We'll close this, come back to me, so that I can tell you, friends, thanks so much for watching with me this week. It's been a blast with this ladies' #1 contenders tournament. A little shorter of an episode, but October is busy because Hot Manor. Check out hotmanor.com. Canada's biggest and scariest haunted house. Do that. Come check us out. One more weekend we're open. Also, go check out Resolution, CWF's Resolution on October 30th at the Meridian Center. Go check it out. RVD's going to be there. Eric Bischoff's going to be there. Santino Morella, Bushwhacker Luke, Giselle Shaw, Jesse Bieber, Tyler Hill, Josh Alexander. Who else? Minoru Suzuki, Rene Dupree. The list goes on. So go check it out. Tickets were on sale last week. Some of them are only $15. If you just want to go check out live wrestling, while you're there, get a program. Get the program. The Block and I did the program. Go check it out. Check out 420dna.com. If it's in you, it should be on you. Check out holdenroadscoffee.com. It's delicious. I can't confirm. Cinnabon. That's the one for me right now. I haven't tried the other ones, but that's the one. I don't know if I want to open the next bag before I finish this bag. So I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. DeBlock would tell you to check out sharetheshock.ca, and you can find information there about all of his podcasts and all of the things he's doing. There goes my phone. I'll need that though. To talk about Pop Culture Punch-Out, which is coming up next Thursday. I can tell you some of the card. We're going to see our Mario and Luigi, currently managed by the Hellfire Club, take on the new Mario and Luigi, created by Alan Day, the creator of Elviscera. So we're doing it up. We're going to see Bolo Young take on Chuck E. Cheese. Just straight up. We're going to see a 6-pack challenge. The Donald versus Gambit versus Peter Griffin versus Jaws versus Magneto versus Beetlejuice. We're going to see, just for fun, Sabretooth versus Wolverine. We're going to see Michelangelo and Raphael versus Carl from the Aqua Teens. And Donatello taking on Slash and Spawn versus Leonardo and Mr. Miyagi. It's just a good mix. We're going to see an Eliminator, Moon Knight versus Shredder versus Duke Nukem versus Rambo versus Krang versus Ivan Drago versus Colossus versus Michael Jackson. It's a lot, but that's kind of the point. Mayhem. So next Thursday, Pop Culture Punch-Out, it's going to be mayhem. I will work on getting that promo ready for the next free per-view for Me and the Boys Wrestling. I don't have a title for it yet. I just know that I have the card and the matches. So it's going to be good. Good things coming. Happy Halloween, friends. I won't see you until it's done. Be safe. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers.